CBS News senior national security contributor Michael Morell served as CIA deputy director and acting director. He is the host of the Intelligence Matters podcast and joins us from Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Thank you so much for joining us on your vacation. You tweeted an article yesterday from a former CIA colleague of yours who wrote that the U.S. intelligence community can no longer trust the president's judgment. Do you agree? And if that's the case, should his intelligence chiefs resign?
Bianna, there's been a very rocky relationship between President Trump and his intelligence community. You'll remember in the early days, the relationship was bad, the morale was bad, the president called his intelligence community Nazis. People were considering resigning. But over time, that relationship got better, in large part because the intelligence community got access to the Oval Office on almost a daily basis. But yesterday was a blow to that morale. It was a blow to that relationship. I do think that senior officials in the intelligence community need to ask themselves whether they can continue to serve this president and represent the men and women of the intelligence community in a way that is positive. Deeply concerned about that.
Would you advise them to step down if they reached out to you for advice?
I would advise them to consider stepping down, yes.
So, Mike, imagine this. They have intelligence. They would normally share it with the president. What's your view about whether they should continue to share intelligence that runs particularly along these lines about relations with Russia?
John, their job is to inform the president, to keep the president informed of what they know and what they think. They will not stop doing that. I have high regard, very high regard for the Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coats. He has been very vocal about the threat that Russia poses to the United States. He's been very vocal about Russian meddling in the 2016 election. He's been very vocal about what the Russians are doing in Europe. He's been very vocal about the fact that the Russians continue to meddle in our democracy to this very day. So I would encourage the intelligence community to continue to tell the president what they think and continue to speak publicly about what they think and what they know.
All right, Michael Morell, thanks so much again for coming in for us today and giving us your thoughts.